So let's talk about business software, accounting software for your business. The most common, and they say 80 to 85% of small businesses are using QuickBooks. QuickBooks is an excellent program, and you probably can't get a better program for the money. It not only handles your checkbook, it handles payables and receivables and payroll. There are some things it doesn't handle well. I don't think it does a great job on inventory. And there are certain businesses which have specialty needs, such as psychology clinics. They might have to have a receivable program that interfaces with the Blue Cross Blue Shield provider so that they can submit payments. But QuickBooks has a lot of programs out there which you can run separately, but will dump the information into QuickBooks for those specialty areas, saving you a lot of time and effort and double entry. Besides QuickBooks, so QuickBooks is actually the big brother of the original product, Quicken. Quicken came out for individual purposes and is basically an electronic checkbook. And if you have a very simple business, you can use Quicken, and it costs you $60 to $80 for a Quicken program. QuickBooks Pro currently is retailing at $230, and then you need to upgrade QuickBooks if you're using it for credit card or for payroll. You need to upgrade QuickBooks at least once every 3 years, which brings the cost of QuickBooks to around $75 a year. Very affordable and not a hurdle for any small business. Other small business packages are Peachtree is very similar to QuickBooks in its functionality. It hasn't quite gotten the popularity. Some people feel you have to be a little bit more of an accountant to use Peachtree. Peachtree was a modular product that came down to compete with QuickBooks, where QuickBooks itself was a inflation of the Quicken product. So it grew because people demanded to be able to do a balance sheet and demanded receivables and payables and a better presentation than Quicken was able to give them. QuickBooks and Peachtree are double entry accounting, in case that's a concern for people. All accounting is double entry, but QuickBooks and Peachtree force you to be double entry, meaning your books are in balance. Quicken doesn't have that control. You can actually create a one-sided entry in Quicken, which can throw off your books and be hard to find. So I've been asked, what is double entry accounting? Double entry accounting is the basic principle that 1 equals 1, or in algebra, x equals y plus z. Everything's got another side to it. When you're writing a check in your checkbook, you are in the checkbook, you're in your asset, cash, and you're telling it what the other side of that entry was. That was for gas, that was for groceries, that was for clothing. So it's a double entry. The cash is one side and the expense is the other side. The same thing happens in receivables. Receivable is one side, revenues the offsetting entry. You create the invoice and the revenue is created. So in QuickBooks, they've gotten away from debits and credits. You can look at an account by saying, does this increase or decrease the account I'm working in, whether that's cash or receivables or assets or payables or prepaids or whatever. I'm working in a balance sheet account and telling it what the other side of the transaction is.